All right, guys, welcome back. So we have enough posts from different categories with the sellers. So this could help us now working on our home page. Yeah? So currently, if I go to the home page, is actually empty. There's nothing in the home page. So what we want to do, first of all, we want to display. We want to start adding the product. Create the feed, homepage feed. Display the product, sort by categories, and then now we can come now to add to cart, and then also all that, so we can complete the rest. For example, make an order, and then also manage the admin. For now, we want to go to our home page. So we can go to our home page. This is actually home. This is actually a back end. So I have my server still running on a back end, Node.js, and then also here is my React is also running here. So what I want to do is I have to go to my folders, go to, this is sellers, but go to products. No, just a component. You don't need that. We need page, and then where is our home page? This is our home page. You can see is absolutely nothing here. So what we want to do, we want to add some component here. So we want to create some component where we can start now calling the data. First of all, the component we need is here. The component we need here is we don't need this one. So we need well, let's take an example from our main application. This is our main application. If we go to home page, this is the home page. So we want to design our home page to appear like this one. So I can try to reload. Looks like some image here failed to load. But we want our application to, for homepage to load like this one, to have this banner section, best deal 20% off section, and then have categories. If you click on a category list, so we can load much product from that category, and then we want to so this is it. And then the bottom, we want now to see recently viewed products. All right, so which one can you start with? Let's start with the categories, because that is the I think it's a bit easy one, and it makes sense much for the home page. So let's go. First of all, create go to component. Let's create. You can go to product here and create a home feed. Let's just call let's call something like home feed. We can call it anything. Just call it home feed JSX. For home feed, we can create a function. Let's create const home feed, and then we just show the message there, home feed, and then we export it. So there's no param, we don't take anything here. So from here now, we can call home feed. Let's call this home feed, and then close it like that. So if you save that and then go back to our application, we don't have it. Try to reload. Home feed is there. So in a home feed, some things you want to do, first of all, here, want to create thing, for example, let's try const products, or we can let's call this one feed. Feed, and then you say set feed. Is I think we could set it to nil. It's okay. If it's an empty array, you can also set is loading, and then you can also set message, handle message, and what else you want to load. That's it. So we want to import use effect, use state, use effect, all of that. We want to first of all use effect. Want to get use effect. What do you want to do? Let's just correct this one. I can get rid of this. So what we want to do in here is we want to create a function. Let's say, for example, const load product or load feed, if you want, because this is about home feed. Load feed is equal to a function. We set load feed, and then we use all of that. So with is loading and set message to false, and then make a request get. You can also pass the token if you want. You can also pass the token. Session, we don't have session. We need to import the session, so we can do import session. Import first of all axio, and then import server base URL, then import also authentication. Import all of this one. Our template looks a bit messy. I don't know. We will clean it up a little bit later. And then we want to now to get them to create the section. The session we can do const session is equal to use authentication. So I'm sure you remember about our authentication. And then we pass token. We just pass token. For this one, let us for now just keep repeating ourselves. We will work on this one. All right, and then we pass the token. That's it. We can also pass the page, but for now, let's just keep this one. We will work on that one later. So if you get product, we set the product. If there's error, we show the error. Now we can use let's use effect. We can use effect to load now the product, load feeds. Okay. So here, what you would like to do, first of all, you can do something. For example, say show product. So for example, console say.log render feed. Then you could also have another one. For example, const show errors, some stuff like that. Show error message, which can return error message, and then this one we just return map the product and whatever. But for now, we just want to return. Let's just return something. For example, home feeder, and then get rid of that one. Okay, so if we have error, if you are is loading, so okay, we show render feed, show error, and then we can return. Let's return, for example, if it's loading. If it's loading, we want to return. If it's loading, we want to return the loading section. Else, we want to return home feed. If loading and there's no feed.length, we want to return. Let's search for loading spinner. So we want to return the loading spinner. You can copy this one, and then we want to return this guy here. So it's not there. We must import it. You can import loading spinner from the component. Actually, is from here, because here we are in the component directory. Yeah, just one level up to get there. And then we will show is loading. Else, okay, we can check else if if error, if we get error message, else if you get error, so we just want to return the error, show error message, and else we just return. But you could do else if, because we don't want to show this at the same time we show this one. We check the first one, else we show this one, else we just return show feed, and then get rid of this one. Okay, so now for show feed, show home feed, we have here, no, that's loading feed. From render feed, so we want to check if we have data. Remember, sometimes you don't have data. You can check if you have data. Check if feed.length, we can return. If we don't have data, we don't want to return nil. In fact, we want to return no data found. Okay, no data. Can get rid of that one. That's if we don't have data. So else, so we just return home feed. So return home feed, this one. Okay, so we check here. If you don't have length, if there's no data, we return no data found, or data no products available. No product found or no product available, whatever you want to choose. Else we return now a home feed. Okay, so but if there is error, if you got error, we return this one, so we can improve this by do something like, for example, flex justify center. So if you get that one, you want to put everything on the center, then you want to do div padding y, let's say padding y to 6 and padding x to 4, and then we can have a title, something went wrong, and then show the message here. Okay, this is it. If you also want, we can use AI to clean up a little bit. So just copy to clean up. If you go to the home page, of course, we get this error because we don't have the route. So let's use AI to clean up a little bit before continue. Let's clean up this code. So I pass this one, so to just clean up a little bit for you. So as we are waiting, we have to go to, we have to go now to our back end to go check for, we have to check now for our route. If you go to product route, first of all, you see that route does not exist. The route we are making requests here, we want to call it, this one does not exist. So we want to get this, just this part here. So you can go back to our back end, and then just after this one, make router dot get, and then you want to pass this one. Okay, and then for we don't want to get, that's not the one we want to get, but you can say home feed. So we want to get home feed, we want to load the home feeder, I want to hit the home feed. All right, so we don't have home feed, Here we don't have home feed. We can also just export it here. We don't have it, but let's go ahead and create it. Const home feed is equal to function. So we don't want to do that. I'm going to show you how we're going to handle that. For now, let's just close that and then see. That's it. We can actually do the try catch, but do try catch and then just return error, handle errors. Something went wrong from the server. If it is error, but let's return request. Sorry, res response.json. Okay, let's just return res.status to let's say 200, and then there's no with no data, with nothing actually. We can say const products is equal to empty array, and then we just return that or return nothing. So we just want to test our project, our API for this one. So this is our original application. This is our current application. So we want to check our data. This is here is a clean up version of your home feed component with the improvements in structure readability. Okay, let's just copy, but first of all, let's see what they change here. The key improvement: use callback for load feed load feed, prevent unnecessary reaction. Of course, okay. Let's try to go back to our application. Try to just paste this one here. We want to test that one from AI. All right, so we just save this and then go back to our application. Try to reload no product funds because our product is empty. Remember here, we actually return nothing here. Okay, so it's empty. So what we want to do, we can just try to improve a little bit here before starting doing most of our stuff. Okay, we don't need this one. In fact, we could have wrapped this. Could you wrap this in a div? Let's say, for example, div, and then class. Let's say white full, and then we want to give it match. Let's say a padding top and bottom to 6. Okay, and then save that. This is what we have. Don't have data. But if you don't have data, you can say for something, for example, say for example, could do block, block, and then say title, or title or heading. Okay, and then we have this, let's say, paragraph here for this one. No product funder, but we want to make sure it's a bit bigger. Yeah, no product fund. So this one could be just sorry for inconvenience. That's it. Okay, now next, let's go back now to our back end to now start getting in the product. So to load the product here, we have a few things we need to do. First of all, I want to show you that here we are actually loading the categories. So the product are actually clean load by categories. You see just what we have here, load by categories. So to do To do all of this, we are going back to, let's go to our server. First of all, we can, okay, try catch. We have the ready try catch, but you can await. We can wait for products. Sorry, await, and then product. So we call product aggregate, and then we want to pass some few things here. The first of all, okay. First of all, let's go to our browser. Here is MongoDB, Mongo database. So if you want to use aggregations, for example, aggregation using pipe. So we have, for example, DB orders aggregate. So for example, match the size, match whatever. So this is just go, please take a time, go through, you see how to, you can make the carrier to get some data you need. So what we want to do here, instead of this one, we want to group, we want to group. So group from, let's say, so we want to group ID. So ID, which is actually category. So we want to use a category. And then product. So we can do push and then route. Push all product into the product array. So we want to push all the product into our product array. And then the following one is actually optional if you want to make, so we want, what we're trying to do here is like shift, do random, I don't know, kind of random. So we can do project, and then we don't need this one. So we can do category, category, and then we pass the ID and product. So for product, actually, we want to use now curly bracket. Okay, we want to use curly bracket and then use the slice. Not filter, but you can use something like slice. Slice, you pass product. Let's say, for example, we just want to get a random 4 product by category. So the ID is category, so you just want to get 4 random product. But what we can do actually, we just remove this one and then we pass 4 here, like 4. If you see what we have here in our home page, we have 4 products. So if you want 4 products, you can pass 4 or pass whatever amount you want. So you pass 4 actually. This is the backend. Yeah. So that's it. That's it for carry. And now if we get product, we want to, if you get product, remember we process all the products here. We use the process to get some additional information, whatever. So we can do here const process product. So we can do is equal to await and then promise all to just process all the products. So, but if we get this, this won't be like the one we have up there. This one, like say for example, like the one we have up here, we just map through the product and then promise all. This won't work like that. So the same thing also, we can have done the same function from here. So just call the product ready process. But let's just do it here as well. So there's so many ways you can do this one. So in this case, we want to do is, okay, we get to the product, but here instead, we, first of all, we want to group them. Don't want to do it this way. What I can do is actually I can group them. I can do products, product, and then dot map. and then we can group them. Let's say this now is going, since we have group, we have product group of categories in a product, our query here. So we are pushing selected product from a category in our product. So to handle this, we have to, okay, this one is going to be group product, or let's say product group, which is by category, product group. And then we want to take the product group now, create now a function, and then what we want to do, you can now create now a process group. So we can, let's say a process group now is, let's say const processed group, and then for the process group we can now take now the group product and then map the product in that group. Now we can now do the map, so map the product that group, and then take the single product and then use now the process. And then what we're going to do after, we're just going to return now, return the product. So what we can do, we can return something like this, because we want to access the category, yeah, like this one. We want to get the category's name, whatever. This one dynamically display or dynamically load. So anytime people want the product, sellers want the product, so we just push them to our database, and then if we get much different new categories, we select product from that category. So to get the name of that category, so what you can do is you can do, okay, category. So for category now is equal to product.category, and then now products, we pass now the process. This one, this guy here, we pass now as product in here. So this is what we are returning. So if now we want to test this, instead of returning the product, we want to return this one, but also can console.log to catch the error. So we want to use we can also log the errors if there is one to see. So you can try to play around with this, work around to see whatever how you want to handle it. So this is just a way, is because the thing is, the homepage is usually for e-commerce reseller, where you have multiple sellers. You can find at some point that you have different products matching different categories, so it's a bit messy to handle all of that. So that's why you have to group them by categories, and then if you click on one category, one product, and then you open the categories, you open the products for that categories. There's no image for some pictures. I mean, have deleted them. Okay, let's go and try it then. To try that, go to our application and try to reload now. Okay, let's see what we get now. What do you have? Okay, category is undefined. Okay, it shows categories undefined, and then promise. So we must use promise. So we can do let's just paste this one here. So we can do, okay, processed product is equal to await, and then we promise all, wait for all to complete, and then we return back. Everything else remain the same, but also we also have to do the promise for the we also have to wrap this product group also to wait for the promise. You see, so you have to wait for this one and then wait also for the parent, because let's now go and try to reload it. Let's see what we get here. Okay, let's try to see the feeder. Now we have the product. So we have the store, all of that one. We have now the product. Okay, and that's perfect. Now let's clear this one. remove this one. We can also use AI to clean our code. So the thing is, how we solve this one, we use the promise to promise. We use promise.all to wait for all products grouped, the product we are getting from the product we are getting here. So we want in order to process all of them, so we must wait. And then also we use the process. We also use the await here to also process all the products again. And then from our front end, is our front end. From our front end here, from our front end, we can now see, instead, let's try to remove that console. First of all, we can also see if we're actually getting the data, sorry, if our console is working. Our data is we are actually getting the data from the feed. So can we go to this one, array, and then now we have data. So products, then we see. So you can see now we have category, and then we have a product. All right. So now we want to map our product, and then go, for example, to home page. Home page, you want to map the product and then get like this one. So show the category and then show the product. So home page, let's do that. First of all, remove this one to clean up the place. So we want to clean up here. We want to show here if you have a product. Okay, if you have product, you must now map the product. So if we map, you can get, first of all, the product. Let's say, for example, group and product group. Let's say product group. So for product group, we can take the ID. If you go back to our application, which one is the ID? Product group. Instead of ID, we can also use a category. Let's use category. Sorry, I'm keep going to the back end. So product group, then we can say, first of all, category. Because we don't have ID. Remember, we don't have ID in here unless we decide to pass the ID. This one we are getting, you can see we don't have ID. In every single object, we only have a category. So you can also handle it by passing a random ID or just by grouping it like this, by mapping it by that, like that. But another way, alternatively, you can actually pass a second argument here, which is now going to be index. So instead of using this, you can pass index. Oh, sorry. Let's use index. And then here is now category. Just pass the category. Category. So what we can do is we can we'll keep that one, but here we pass the name. What I want to do here is okay, we can now we do the loop, but this one we set this one as a list, an ordered list, and then we can pass while to full, but set let's say space y, so space y, let's set to 6 or 4, let's set 5, it's okay. And then this one is going to be list. Okay, now that's the list. So remove this one here. For this one now we can have okay, for the list, let's first of all start the list. We will get back to the category list. For the list, you can let's let me go do first of all this one. Add the title, category name. You pass category name, and then you pass also the price. So what I can pass the category name, the one we had here, and pass this one category name. Get rid of that one. So, but we don't have the price, so this we don't have that price. This one does not exist, so we can get rid of this one. We will create a card to use that. This is what I'm trying to figure out here. So we just want to show category. So okay, let's try to just show this one for now, but this is not how we want to show it. Instead, we want to show horizontally. So we want to all the product in every category, so it's supposed to go in this way, yeah, like the one you see, the other one. So we can just do it very quick. For list, let's start with our list. Let's do padding y to 6, and then let's set padding left and y, left and right, yeah? let's set to 4, and then let's say bg bg to white. Set bg to, can set bg to just kind of this light, this background is not that bad. And then for dark, if it's dark mode, you can set bg to darker, and then set the rounded at least, maybe medium, and then shadow, let's give it shadow, could be also medium, and then margin top and bottom, let's set to 6. Okay, that's for within the card. So now that's the list. So now this one, we want to remove this one, and then wrap this guy in a flex. Let's try flex. Sorry, flex, and then justify between item center. Just set item center. Sorry, item center. So we want to show here a link. We can use a link, links to all category, or just say see all. So link to store, link to store ID, not store ID, but we will fix that. So we must import the link here to avoid the error. Import link from React router. All right. So now this is for the list. This is for the card header. So now let's say the body. So body start from here. Now look body. So map through the product or over the product. So for that, now we can do a grid, and then we just, sorry, get rid of this one. So grid, we do grid column 1 if it's a single. Let's see this one. If you go to small screen, okay, small screen actually get 2. So let's change this to column 2 for small screen. For small screen, and then you can set yeah, for small screen, even the medium, and then for large screen set to 4. I set to 4 for large screen. That's it. But product card, we don't have it. I don't know, is it the same product card you are using, or you need a different one? So you can use, let's try to get our product card, product feed, product card for feed. So the one we created last time, product card for feed. That's the one. It's the one we created last time. So this one just required a product ID, name, description, price, all of that, including picture, discount, stock, image, and what else? Store. What else? Store ID, category, and subcategory. This is the information this card is requiring. So here, this is a card, so we pass the product. So we have to import the card. We don't have it yet, so I can import product card from a component here. The same directory we are. Now just save this and then go back to our application. This is our application, and they reload. This is what we have here. This is not bad, except we see now we have double shadows. We have shadow here and then another shadow there. Discount is not showing. Discount is not showing. Some images are not loading. Yeah, you can try to reload. Some images are not loading. Right, don't worry, we are going to work on that. So what we can do, first of all, let's try to remove this shadow. If you go to main app, to see the main app, we have shadow actually, but if you notice something, that the background for the home page is actually yellow. So first of all, let's try to keep going to the home page, to the back end. First of all, let's try to do something. Okay, we want to see where we will redirect the user. First of all, here we need to aware that to redirect the user. So when you see the ordinary application, if I click on this one, it's open the category. Look, the URL up here. So category slash and then the category name. But ours, if I click, this will take us to single product. So we don't want to have that. Instead, we want to do something like this. Go back to our product. This one, we want to pass another, this category here. Let's pass another param here. For example, show add to card. Let's say, for example, is open. Open category. Open category. So is equal to boolean. Okay. So now we know we have this variable. So where's the link? This is the link. So for this link, we check now if it's open to category. So we want to go to category. We want to do, let's pass this here. Then show to card. So if it's open to category, so we want to pass category and then pass product.category. We get rid of this one. I don't know why it's so product and then product.category. So we remove let's just redo it again. So category, and then we're just going to take this and put this one here. So now, okay, if you have we show category, and then we will do for now, let's remove this one. to avoid that error, to avoid the warning messages. So we'll add that on data. All right, so if is open category, we will just pass the URL, set the URL to go to category. So where we are using this guy here, we can now set is open to category set to true, is equal to true. So save that and then go back to our application, reloading. Try to open the category. Now we are being redirected to category. But looks like we have an issue. What's the issue? No route to match. Oh yeah, we don't have a route for category. Yes. So that we need to is taking now us to work for category. Let's go to app route. So open your app route and then go to here we have store. We can also create let's say, for example, let's say route, and then we don't want that one. Instead, we want to go to category and then just pass category, just category like that. So this one is going to be which one? Let's say let's just call this sort by category template. We don't have that template, we need to create it. So we can go to our component. Since it's a page, you can use a page or you can use component. So it depends. This is actually going to be a page, so you're going to create. Let us just create a page. Just a page called here, sort by category, and then we will handle that one. SX SRSC, and then page, and then sort by category. So const sort by category. We want now to just return category. It's nothing, and then pass export the category. So we need to import this one here. If try to type it again, sort by category, now it's imported. So if you go here, now we just have this one, sort by category. So sort by category, oh come on. So if you go back to sort by category, you can actually we want to return our template. If you go to home page, this is a home, so we want to return the same thing, except a few things we want to change. We want to return app layout, so try to type app layout and then you import it is there. We don't want home feed. We want app route. Let's see. We don't want so we only want the app layout, and then we don't want this one in the app footer. So we want app footer. First of all, app layout. Sorry, app layout. App layout. Why is not coming? Try to import it. Import app layout from component, and then we don't need this one. I'll also import the app footer. Try to import it. Import app footer from component. And now for the app layout, we can just add a div here. And then this one, let's just say hello world. That's it. Save that, go back. Now this is what we have. So here we want to show categories like this one. So it's not much actually to do. We just want to get the category name and then get the product from that category. So to do that, we can actually use okay, let's take a break and then we continue that. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Right, guys, now we have to do sort by category. Before that, you can use let's import some stuff. Let's say use. We can also import. First of all, let's import that one. Loading spinner body, and then also import links. It's okay. Also import use params from React router DOM, and then also want to axios. So import axios from axios, and then import our server URL, and then also import that's it. But you can also need to import use effects. Authentication, got a bunch of things to import in here. Use effect and then callback. We don't need the callback. All right. What else do we need to import? That's it. So import prop types. Sorry. Okay. To import prop types. Prop types from prop types. Okay. Now, first of all, you need to get the category. So let's get the category. Const category. No, can do const category is equal to use param. So we get the category from the params, and then products const products set product, and then it's empty, and then const is loading messages, error messages, and what else? Sessions, and then use effect, so we can now make request to our server, get product, and then we just make a request to get the product. Set to true, message to nil, try catch, you use the axios, make a request, the server get error, handle errors, and then just close this. But here we can use session.token. So you can use session.token. Okay, what else? So if we have products, okay, so we can actually we are going to repeat the same thing here. So can create show product, and then show error message. Okay, for that one, just going to do const show product. We're just going to check product, but you can check if we have a product. if have product, actually this one first, you have to do first. If you have product, if product dot length, so we're just going to return this one, this guy. Else you don't have product, else no product found, no product. So for that we can we don't have product cards, can do product. So you can we want to use our card, remember our cards, can use product card for feeder, import this one. So we'll pass here, yeah, we just pass the product, that's it. For show error, for error message, const error message, we can actually copy the one from here. Where is it again? Yeah, this one. And actually copy is actually the same thing. Copy this one and then just add here. Okay, so here in our many template, of course we want to show the category name. So for that, which will be can copy this one, and then here we use mapper. We want to show this guy here, but you can actually just wrap this in a div, so to give it some style. So I can do class, let's do class space y, bottom space y between the element, bottom and top and bottom between the element to 3. That's correct. And then down here we can check, down here we can just check, we don't need that one, but you can just check, for example, if it's loading. So if it's loading, so we want to show loading speed now. Else if you have error message, show the error message, else show the product. So that's correct. Up here, types, prop types, we are not using it yet, but I'm sure we will use it somewhere. We don't want to see, we have to see this warning messages. So for now, if you try to load, we get an error because this route does not exist. So we are expecting error 404. Let's scroll down to see everything. So I'm sure we are together, we are the same page. Yeah? Let's go back. This is the original application and this is our application. So we get error, so this category, and then get error, failed to load, status 404. Okay, so what we want to do here, oh sorry, go back. What I want to do here is scroll back to the top. Instead of hello world, we want to return the category name. Let's see. What is this saying here? Product by category. So product by, then we pass the category name. Product by, and then we pass category. Yeah. So if we try to go again, we say if you want to show, because we have an error. So for error, this is error message. Instead of having flag, this one, we're supposed to see block. This is supposed to be block. Supposed to be block. I'm sure here is the same. Here can also correct here. This is not flex like that. It's supposed to be block, so that you can have title and then message at the bottom. If you want, you could also add a line here to make it looks nice, and then here add also the line. Sorry, HR to make it looks nice. So if you add that, you must add space between. You can do space space y, do to 3, and then make sure also to do the same thing here, space y. All right, save that. You go back to our application. This is what we see. Get nice looking here, not very much, but okay. Now we need now to add our route first. Sorry, this we are working on this one, so we can close this, close the app route, and then close also product card, and then close also this one to clean up our template. Also can close that one. So scroll back to the top. So we want to get this one. We want to make sure that we have this route. This route actually exists. So we can go back to our back end, and then product route. So we can do router dot get, and then we want to pass category, and then we pass category name. So just pass category. So we can now call let's call this one category, sort by category, or just sort by category. Okay, this function doesn't exist. We need to import it, and then if you go to product, we also need to export it, and it doesn't even exist. And then you also need to create it. So const sort by category, the function is there. So we want to get category from the param, and then we want to get the product, find product by category, then the store, and then we want to do promise process all the products. Let's just scroll. We want to do return product with the status. We want to return status 200 with the product, catch errors, and then we just want to return 500 error, success false, internal server error, and then close the catch and close the function. Save that. You don't have any error. Okay, save that. Let's go and reload again. See what we get. Okay, this is what we get. Now we get the product, but we need to so we need to fix it so they can look nicer like this one. So first thing, let's go to product here. We want to make sure that this is going to be grid. Yeah, we want to make sure that this is grid, so I can do grid. If you just add comment here, say grid, grid 4, grid of product. It's a grid 2 column and LG4. So this guy will be able to help you do that automatically. Oh, move that one, get rid of that. Oh, grid of that. So let's see. This is what we have. Grid 4. If you go to small screen, grid 2, I don't know, it's supposed to be a small screen like this, but small screen have grid 2 columns. Okay, so if you see, we have much space. It's too much close each other, so you can give it space. For this one, you can actually wrap this in a div and then margin bottom. Let's set to 6. Okay, so for the main component, you can also, let's also set bottom and top and bottom to 6, margin top and bottom to 6 to get some space between. But we don't want underline. We don't want this underline. We don't want the underline. So let's go to this one. We don't want underline. And then font is equal to, let's say, base. Because we don't know the size for some category, could be extremely longer on small screen. And then if it's a medium, text to XL. And then if it's large, text to 2XL. And then save that. So this is what we get. It's not that bad. Okay. What else? We will get back to product category, product card to fix these errors. So for now, let's just keep building. We know it's only one place. We will work on it to fix everything here. So now we have the product. So this one, click on hover, mouse hover. Mouse hover, that is going to be product. So search for product card for feeder, this one. So you can add, for example, hover, do shadow, shadow medium. Yeah, but you can also add a transition to make another transition. The transition all, sorry, transition all, and then we can set duration. Let's set to 200. I don't know if that is enough. Yeah, it's not that bad. Mouse hover. What else? So on click, we're supposed to go to single product. So it looks like the product we are getting doesn't have enough. We are not getting correct product data. If you try to reload, we want to inspect the product we are getting, the data we are getting. Yeah, this is the one. This one, and then you have product name, ID, description, and then image. Yeah, and we have image. So it looks like the image is not loading. Our image is not loading, and then also we need to fix that error because some image are not loading. Okay, so first thing first, let's work on click. We're supposed to go to product on click. So we need to go to a single product. All right, guys. So we need to fix some stuff here. You see, for example, if I click on a product, we are not getting anything. We are not being redirected to product, single product. So let's go to our back end. Let's search for process product. This is where we're supposed to return. This one is supposed to actually idea. So we can actually get this from just here. So we cannot to do use that instead. So return store.idea, store underscore ID. That's it. And then we have store here. So it depends how, if you want to keep that one or you want to do something else. How to reload again. Let's inspect the data we are getting. Let's try to reload. So data we are getting, let's see data here. Store, okay, this is the store, and then for store ID, okay. So on click, we are not, this is not actually going, but we are expecting to go to single product. Let's go back to what about if you remove this condition and then okay, let's try on click. Now we are going to single product. Okay, so what about, so looks like the error is there. Can do, let's check, let's set by default is equal to false, and then down here let's try to change this. Some data, I don't know, we just have to set as object and the required. So if it's open to category, we set this. Okay, let's try to give AI to clean up a little bit so we can save sometimes. Let's give AI to clean up. So just help us to save sometimes. So change might move the fallback image logic to const. Okay, let's try to just copy that. You know, AI also always returning things which is not much important. All right. Save that, go back, try to reload, but you want to return to, let's go to home page. Manually go to home page. This home page, something went wrong. Okay, let's see, what is it coming from backend. I cannot read property of nil ID. Okay. Yes. So what we can do is you can check. Let's create a variable here before accessing. Let's create const store ID. So store ID is equal to product.store, because this, if you go to product, this one is actually ID. So we want to access it here before changing anything, and then we can use it to access now store by ID, and then we can also pass it here. Yeah. So let's try to reload again. Okay, now the error is gone, but we still have the images issue. So now we are being redirected. You are being redirected to category, and then single click is not working, still not working. Come on. But at least you see our discount was fixed. The error was fixed. For that, let's go back to our product feed. Because on load, let's try to let's try to alert the ID. You see, by default is true. It's showing you true. But looks like it's somewhere you are passing that, we are setting that to true. By default, that's supposed to be false. So in here, oh, I can see sort by. We don't want to set that to true. Yes. Let's try to reload the page. Now it's false, huh? Sorry about that. Okay, all of them are gone now. So try to, now we are able now to, we are now able to go to a single page. So now let's go back to home page. Let's start from home page. That there is, sorry. So you have to go, make sure that you go and remove the, if you set the alert, make sure to go and remove the alert. Where is it again? It's here. Yes, get rid of this one. Now let's try to reload. This is now restarting from home page. So now we are seeing on the product like this. So we are expecting to click on this category to go to home, to go to category list. All right. And then from category list, we are expecting to go to a single product. Now just a single product. All right. Okay, guys. So we have few things here to correct. Now we can go to store. This is now store, about the store, and then we can see a single product. Okay. Can go back to home page. So we need to link this one. So if you click on app name to go to home page, and then also need to work on checking for some images are not loading, to check all of this why some images are not loading. All right, guys. So let's take a break and we get back to it. All right, guys. So let's try to fix some things here. First of all, to check this why the image is not loading. Yeah. So we can go to first of all, let's see from our controller. Or even here, we want to console.log the image. This one does not exist. We don't have image URL. That's, I think, one of the issue here. Oh, this is the image URL actually. But if you console.log image URL, let's try to see what we have in there. Console.log image URL. This one, okay. Let's try to see. Reload again. This is what we are getting here. Looks like some images are failing to load. They are not there. Looks like some images are not there. And then if they are not there, this URL also is not actually loading. So if you copy this one, try to open it from the browser. Yeah, sometimes loads, sometimes it doesn't. But you could let's try to open it from the browser and pass maybe 250. Okay. So what you can do is you can actually copy this. You can check, for example, product. Let's say product. You can actually copy this one and then just try to say 500. This is the image, and then if you go to small screen, you can see how that image looks like. So you can actually get yeah, you can get this image and then just use it for so you copy this one. What I can do something, for example, save it as just or you can copy. If you are on window, you can do window key plus shift and then plus S. So this will give you option to get the image. So I can just grab this image. I want to save it somewhere. So I'm going to save it and then get back to you. So this is the one. I'm just going to copy this, and let's now go to where is my project. My project is here, and then go to this MERN Stack project. So we just go to your server and try to, or you can actually paste it to go to uploads. This is our uploads image. Yeah? So in here we can I can just paste this one in here. It's here now. So go back to our backend. Instead to load from set if there is no image. Now if there's no image, if it's set to load it from a placeholder, let's load from let's say upload, and then just access no image, but you have to make sure which type of, is it a PNG? Okay, no image dot PNG. So we're just accessing no image dot PNG. So we go to our uploads and then no image dot PNG. So for example, if I go to just my browser and then I type HTTP localhost and then 5001 slash uploads and then no image dot PNG. Sorry, could have removed this one. Eh? So it's supposed to load that, so we can check if you are actually loading that image. Because the path, you can also find the path by going to where is the project and then go to uploads, go from no image. This is the one. So copy, we are trying to find the path. Copy copy a relative path. So if I copy that, then add in the browser here. So just change this. Now the image is there. So we copy this one, then go back to our server. So we want to replace this path here. Okay, this is it, the exact path now. So let's try to, we can actually close this one. Let's try to reload again. Some they're actually loading and some they failed to load. So close this one. So what we want to do is to check console.log image now to see what we get. Console.log image. Reload. Let's see. We don't want to load this part. So let's go down. Okay, so now you see where is the problem now, that if there is no image, but we still have to pass the path here. If there is no image, we still have to pass the path plus port. So we still have to do the same thing here. So that means we can open this one, remove this, just change to backtips, then get the base URL, and then also pass all of that. Base URL, pass the port, base URL, base URL, pass the port, and then we pass this, but we remove this one, and then just pass this guy here. So now if you load now, instead to load the one from the server, from that public non-image, you can actually load ours. Yeah. So if there is no image, we load, we want to see if we are loading non-image somewhere here. Loading no image. Yes, you are loading no image. So let's go confirm that from our, okay, now we are loading no image. So it doesn't look good, but you can actually find the good one. So in case you don't have an image, you just show this one. So you can actually find something else to show there. So let's remove this one. For products, so sometimes we don't know why is some images are not showing, so we will work on that issue. But at least now, if there is no image, you don't have the broken image. Yeah? You don't have the broken placeholder. First of all, let's try to find this one. I don't know where is that coming from, but you can go to product card. This is a product card, and then go this is the image. First of all, price. Let's fix the use price. Okay, actually, so we see you see the price here. We set to if we have your product, if we have price, we set to fix to, so we can have the dot to dot. We can have the, for example, what we're trying to do is, okay, we can have something, for example, something. Let me show you. Can have, for example, dollar. Let's say $2.00. So this is what we are trying to do here. Okay. Just let's set to base, and then if it's large, set to XL to make sure that it's not that too big. Okay. And then we can also fix. You can also fix the name. The name is base, and then also is let's see. It's not that bad, but let's try to find where is that 0 to just clean up. So we are just cleaning up our product card a little bit. It's a discount are not showing here. Okay. So we must check if we have a discount. Just relative, and then this one. So what we could do, actually, we could wrap this, remove this one. If we have discount, we show discount, else we show nothing. We show 0, 0. So what you can do is remove that. I'll put here. So we can check, you can do, let's just wrap in another span. Or you can do if discount, we show discount, else you can show 0. Remember I told you from back end, from the other side, that we could show, you can choose to show discount or just show nothing, or you return 0. So let's try to show that one. So if there's no discount, we want to show 0 discount, or we can show 1, or just 1%, minus 1%. but this one must be minus. So let's see. So remove one minus. Yeah. Okay, so if you have discount, we show discount, else minus something like that. But this one, let's make it to yellow. Yellow 500 color. Okay. What else do you need to fix here? The padding looks like we have the padding is too big. It's too much for the image. If to fix that, you can do padding to 2 instead. Okay, now we have the padding is now 2, and then I don't know what else you want us to fix there. You let me know from the comment section. Some images are not loading, some are loading. So sometimes it might happen that when you are uploading the image, it failed to load. So these are things you have to work on. So we can show, we can also show price before. This is like right now. So we can, let's say, for example, price before. We can show, because we have price before, this one, and then we can add a span. Let's first of all add space, and then add span. Let's say price before. Price before to fix is missing prop. Let's see down here. So price before, price. So we also have price before, which is number. Have discount. Yeah, save that. Price before now is 00. So some product was created during the test. That seems that doesn't have the price before. So what we can do here, we have price. Let's see price before. But let's remove this one, this class. But let's just add another class name also. Instead, we have, let's have flex. Okay, actually leave that one alone. Get rid of this one. We remove this one from here and then let's add it here. That's good. So if you go now, price before is there. So for price before, we want to color a bit lighter. A bit lighter. We can do class text small, text extra small. But if it's large screen, text is small, and then just line pass through, and let's set a bit gray 400, and then if it's dark, well, that's okay. Let's try now. This is what we have. Line pass through. But if you want we want to remove the rating, so we want to, let's have flex. Let's show you what we want to do. Flex justify starter. So everything now start from, so we can just add space between space to like that. So we wanted to have this one. Let's try. We want to have, I don't know if that can work for small screen. Okay, if small screen, we'll have column, but if it's large screen, we want to have this price before on the side and then the rating on this another side. So this depends if you want to show that or not. Okay. I don't know. You let me know if you try that. Would you do something like this? Say block for the small screen and then LG or medium start from medium. We can do flex, flex, and then flex, justify between. Okay, and then item center. Item center, but item center. Okay, let's try that. So this is what we have, but so that means that you have to start. You must start with the price, and then this one, and then remove also this guy here. That doesn't look nice, so I prefer the way it was there before. The way before, this is good. All right, undo this one. So you can play around, depending on what you want, anything you want, how you want to have it. Okay, one thing, let's try to see padding bottom. Padding bottom. Let's try padding bottom up to try padding bottom to 2. Don't want to have much space. Okay, that's it for product cards. So you can play around with it. So if you click this one, you go to single product here. But now we need to load now the related product, more product from the same seller, all of that, and then also add the edit, share product, edit, all of that. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. My name is Shaban Musomba, and then I'll see you next video.